That's definitely set the standard very high for the rest of our travels through Litchfield. Morning guys, welcome back to another video. Now I am still currently in the Northern Territory. Last week I got out and explored around the Katherine region, but for this video over the next couple of days we are going to be exploring into the Litchfield National Park, which I am so excited to get in here. Now this is actually very central to Darwin, so we're like maybe, I'm going to say 65 k's away from Darwin itself. I feel like you can tell as well. Camping was, I'm going to say, a little bit more challenging to book into, but tonight I managed to get a spot out at the Florence Falls campground. So I thought today we'd sort of stay around that area, and then tomorrow we'll go a little bit further into the national park. So we're going to start making our way over to a spot now called, I think it's pronounced like Booley Rock Pools. So we're going to head over that way. I'm sure there is going to be plenty to see along the way as well. That's definitely set the standard very high for the rest of our travels through Litchfield, but it's like just past lunchtime now, so I'm going to head over to my campsite, suss that out. I'm pretty sure we can walk down to Florence Falls from the campsite, so I feel like that'll just be perfect. We'll go set up there, have some lunch, and then head on down. I did make a mental note to pack a snorkel for Florence Falls, so I'm sure it's going to be amazing. These falls already look so stunning. There's actually two ways that you can get down. There's like a 3.2 kilometer circuit, or you can simply just take 135 steps to get down. So I'm thinking we'll go down the steps and then we'll come back up through the circuit. I definitely knew it was going to be busy down at the falls, but honestly, that was like what I would classify a public pool. So hopefully some of the spots that we visit tomorrow hopefully are a little bit quieter, but we will see. I thought I would take a special request that someone popped in to make a bit more Australian style food. So I'm going to attempt to make a damper on the campfire with the camp oven, because we've got this cool little plate that we can cook on as well. So I'm going to get this fire going nice and early and then we'll get that prepared. It's still currently so hot, but you guys would know that I'm probably not the greatest when it comes to cooking with a camp oven. It's still definitely a work in progress. So because we have got the plate today, I've actually put the camp oven on the plate just to see if it'll warm up a little bit beforehand, because I definitely don't think we need to put this on the coals. But for the damper, it's actually a really simple recipe and you actually don't need to knead it for long at all, if anything. So we're going to go in with 3 cups of flour, and then because I'm using plain flour because I don't have self-raising flour, we're going to go in with 4.5 teaspoons of just our baking soda. So you can obviously just remove this. We do have self-raising flour on hand. From there, just add in maybe like a teaspoon or so of salt. And then we're going to go in with about a cup of water, but feel free to take your time with this. Like, you don't have to add it all in one go. Let's hope that I've actually made this correctly. So the baking paper in our camp oven has like turned slightly golden brown. So I feel like that means that the temperature is pretty good. I might actually oil that before I chuck this in. I'm going to argue that this is the best thing that I've ever made in the camp oven. This is absolutely delicious. I am going to cook up at least some protein to have with dinner anyway, but very happy with how this turned out. Now tomorrow we have got a super early start because we have got so many places to tick off. So I'm going to see you guys all very bright and early. I'm not sure if I mentioned that you actually cannot use drones in pretty much every single national park in the Northern Territory. They're pretty strict on their drone rules. A bit of forward planning, I think you can apply for permits. Whether or not they would actually get approved, who knows? But yeah, I think this falls would be really good when the sun is setting, just because it's going to hit that falls in the perfect sort of way. Right now the sun is behind the falls, but we have got 2 more spots that I want to tick off today. There is actually a full drive section in Litchfield National Park, which I will not be ticking off this time because we have got such limited time in the area. I thought we'd sort of just tick off the main spots, and then next year when I'm back and I have got the BT completely kitted out, we will go and tackle some pretty cool full drive tracks then. So kicking off the first waterfall, this one is a 2.7 kilometer hike in. Look, I am not going to say the name of this waterfall. So you guys let me know what you think this is called. But yeah, super easy one. You actually cannot swim in the bottom of the falls. However, you can hike to the top and there are some rock pools that you can swim in. Alright, this is absolutely stunning. So there's obviously like 2 pools. There is nobody here, so I'm going to enjoy this for as long as I can. It is still early, but look, we are jumping in and I'm sure it's going to be refreshing. So I'm on my way over to Wangi Falls. I did just do a bit of a Google, so I tracked on the Starlink. So the falls we were just at is called Tjaetaba Falls. Not what I would have ever imagined. I'm probably still butchering the name of that. But I'm officially out of oat milk, so it is a no coffee day for me. However, I'm pretty sure at Wangi Falls there is a cafe, but I'm like, you know what? I probably need a day without coffee. I have too many coffees every single day, so I'm just gonna have a smoothie for breakfast. I'm gonna head into this falls here. I have no doubt that this falls is going to be incredibly popular, so I'm thinking I might just get the floaty ready to go, and this one might just be potentially a bit of a get in, get out, or we might just float and chill for a little bit. But guys, that does wrap up this video. I hope you guys have loved Litchfield and following along on some of the cool spots we got to check out. I am going to be around here for another day or so, just checking out another couple of spots, but I will see you guys all in the next video.